All right. How's everybody doing today? So Scott, our dear president, is out on business in Las Vegas. So no. So you guys have to deal with my pretty face today.
He's at a makeup meeting out there.
Yeah. So yeah. Let's go through some of what we're doing today. Don't forget, World Polio Day is October 24th. There is ways you guys can donate to the International Polio fundraiser right there at endpolio.org. All right, let's do some reflections. JC, oh, Tom's doing it today.
Thank you for standing and doing so as citizens of this country and members of Rotary. As we approach this season of election and choosing our political leaders, let us pray. Under your law, O God, we live, and by your will we govern ourselves. Now, as we approach the time of electing our political leaders, instill in us our responsibility to vote, the wisdom to choose wisely, and discernment of candidates who will serve the common welfare and foster peace and goodwill. We thank you for this food, drink, and Rotary Fellowship that gives energy to us to be good citizens and to live our commitment to service above self. Amen.
Amen.
Thank you, Tom. Let's do the pledge. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Wow, this is going pretty smoothly. All right. Yeah, thanks to our tech committee at JC. Yeah, day one. We're nailing this. All right. We'll do the four-way test. Join me. Of the things we think, say, or do, is it the truth? Is it fair to all concerned? Will it build goodwill and better friendships? Will it be beneficial to all concerned? Excellent. Meet and greet your fellow Rotarians. All right. I think my favorite part is the meet and greet. It's a lot of fun, and I wish we could do it the whole meeting, but we do have some fantastic speakers for you guys today. That's right. So, with that being said, we do have some guests today, so I'm going to hand it over to Carly, and she's going to introduce some of our guests.
Happy Monday, everybody. All right, we have Rachel Sutton has a guest with us today. Where is Rachel? You're over here. I was gonna say I saw you. Lindsay Schwartz.
Yeah.
Hi, Lindsay. How are you?
I'm good, thanks.
You want to introduce yourself?
Hi, everyone. I'm Lindsay Swartz. I'm Director of Institutional Giving with Communities and Schools of Pennsylvania. And this lovely lady invited me to join her today.
And we have three new members here today, unless I'm missing anybody, but I believe we have three new members with us. Teresa, do you want to introduce yourself?
Teresa Bonner, Director of Content at Penn Live. So if you want to holler at somebody about the news, which everybody does, I'm the person.
Where do we form the line?
If anybody wants to holler over a billboard, you know where to go too. And we have Jeff.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Jeff Case. My day job is a civil engineer, but the thing I'm most proud of is that I started a garage up here on Division Street. We do nonprofit work where we do
Wonderful.
thank you. We do no cost repair to help folks keep their car in inspection condition.
And that is called Good Karma Garage. Good Karma Garage. And we have Brett Palmer.
Hi, good morning or afternoon. My name is Brett Palmer. I'm with Maori Construction and I do business development.
All right. Am I missing any visitors or guests? All right, back to Sean.
Brian.
Or Brian.
Zoom room.
It's time for the Zoom room, everyone. Look at this beautiful mic they gave me. Looks like we have Samara and Amber in the room. Hello.
You guys want to say hi? You can unmute yourselves.
Good afternoon.
Samara, did you unmute yourself, it looks like?
Yes, I did. Good afternoon.
Amber, you want to say hi?
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, they're there.
There we go.
They're there. Hi, Amber. Hi,
Success.
Samara. We can't hear you, but we can see you. So, Zoom room says hello.
All right. Day one, ladies and gentlemen.
It's weird. Where's Jeff? Oh, whoa. Oh, Jeff. Whoa.
I'm normally up there.
Yeah. Everybody give a round of applause for Jeff for coming in person.
Our visiting Rotarian.
Yeah, he's our visiting current member Rotarian. And can we wish a happy birthday to Wendell? Everybody say happy birthday, Wendell. Big 5-0. Good stuff. All right, some announcements. Service on a Monday. let's see, where's Megan? Megan, you want to come up here? Talk a little bit about what's going on in service on a Monday? Or any day, yeah.
All right. Next Monday, you may have noticed that we are doing another service on a Monday project. They are monthly now. So this month we will be at the Salvation Army. We'll be doing some deep cleaning of the food pantry. And then obviously Thanksgiving, Christmas is a really big time for them. So we'll be helping with some much needed prep for the holidays. And then unfortunately, the Central Pennsylvania Food Bank food packing tonight is canceled. It's not due to heat this time. It's because no one registered. So it's I know that a few of you came up to me and said, oh, I was going to come. And that's awesome. But we need you to register because they need to know that we have at least 10 people the Friday before. So we had 3 register. And I think we would have been at 10 with those who didn't. But just make sure that you sign up on Club Runner, or if you have any trouble with that, email Sean or me and we can get you signed up.
Thank you, Megan. Pancake breakfast debrief. Andy, you want to come up here?
You know what we say around here, Ann? Pancakes. Get your pancakes. No, it's true. For 26 years, we've hosted an annual pancake breakfast to raise money to support our local students. And last Saturday, we again had our 26th annual. It was a huge success. So I'm going to have 3 notes for you today. Shocker. And they all start with my favorite 2 words. Thank you. First person we'd like to thank are all our sponsors. So this banner replicates our sponsors. Of course, Miss Peggy on top. Thank you, Miss Peggy. But don't discard the folks at the bottom. We have this loyal group that has been on the pancake placemat and pancake banner for 20 plus years. And that all totals up to about $23,000. Yeah. So that's really cool. My second thank you is to all of our members. We have about 45 members that wrote a $100 check, which is really nice. Thank you. But we had about 60 members also show up and flip and serve and cook and clean. And yeah, I know. Marion says, yeah. And Tom Johnston knows it too. So we had these veterans. We had Tommy J and Jeff and Kevin. The guys have done it for 20 years. And they were kind of, leading the way. But we had a lot of new folks too. We had a lot of new folks. That was probably their first pancake breakfast. And so they found out, the batter does take a lot of effort to make. The pancakes, Char is still mad at me. She says her right elbow does not work after flipping pancakes for 4 hours. And, but no, I say it takes a small army to host this. I don't treat that lightly. I think it was JC that was the last one to leave, right? At like 2-ish in the afternoon. He still has dishpan hands. But his wife has found out that he can do dishes. So he's totally upside down. Friday afternoon, we start set up at the school at 3:30 in the afternoon. And it's usually a pretty big task because you have to set up the cafeteria. It's push the tables, pull the tables, clean the floor, set this up, do this, blah, 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 blah. It's a big deal. So 3:30 we start. 2:30 my phone rings. JC said, I'm here. I said, dude, you're an hour early. But it was a blessing because he was there with 4 of his children. And they did all the work. I took all the credit. It worked out perfectly. Now, my third thank you is for your patience, because we talk about pancakes a lot. And we got one more big meeting coming up, November 18th. And we're going to present a $15,000 check to the Harrisburg Public School Foundation. And all that money goes to help the homeless children of the school. So on any given night, some 300 or so young children don't have a home to go to. So our money helps them with their needs, whether it's the food or the hygienic stuff. And so that'll make you happy on November 18th. And then in the spring, of course, we'll give out the $8,000 in need-based scholarships, which is really, again, really neat that we can do that. And then in between now and then, we'll buy a bunch of dictionaries and present them to the 3rd and 4th graders at the school. And don't make light of that. because if you didn't get a chance to ever come to a dictionary presentation, you make sure you signed up this time. There is nothing better than when these little third and fourth graders look you up in the eye and they say, do I get to keep this? Is this my book? And then when you talk to the teachers and they're like, this thing is so helpful. We'll teach the kids about this and that. Anyhow, so the money goes to a good cause. Thank you again for your patience and your ever nice pancake smile, Marion, for her leadership. And once again, wonderful effort, wonderful job.
I think it's important to also point towards our captain here in this effort, Andy Rebuck. Thank you so much.
Show of hands. Who was at the pancake breakfast? Good job, guys. Round of applause for you guys for coming. Appreciate it. There we go. Yeah, setup was great. Execution was great. Looks like there was a lot of people there. Cleanup, could have used a little help there. So for future pancakes, we'll add more to the cleanup crew.
I think we need to give a reward to the cleanup.
That's true. That's true.
Reward.
Free pancakes. No. Yeah, we'll have to think about that. Ride to eradicate polio, October 20th. So that's coming up. If you guys want to do it, it's on the district. It's already passed. I don't know why that's still on there, Scott. District Learning Assembly. That one is coming up October 26th. I hope that some of the board members or some folks that are in the club that are interested in learning more about leadership here in our dear Rotary Club and in our district would sign up for that. I am signed up for the Saturday to do that. I think Vlad, you, me, and Scott did do it one time. So I think it's helpful to understand how our club operates and to learn more behind the scenes of how to make our club better. Foundation dinner is November 9th. Oh, yes,
Oh,
Peggy.
you got it. That's what I didn't see that. Okay.
Excellent. The annual foundation dinner is coming up November 9th. Make sure you guys sign up. That's a big one. That's when they get all of the districts together in one room, talk about the foundation and the money that we're raising here. So I think that's important for the club.
Is that the Gettysburg Hotel?
Yes. Oh, is there more information? Yeah, there you go. Thanks, Scott. It's at the Gettysburg Hotel from 5 to 9. Oh, I'm actually talking about the next one. So yeah, the first one, sorry, is the foundation dinner. The second one is the 2025 district conference at the Hershey Lodge. That's coming up next year. That's the one where we get all the districts together. So, Vlad, did you want to say anything about DEI? I thought we had a good meeting. Thought it was important to get us together, right, Enzi? Get us together, talk about different things going on at the club. The one thing I learned that we didn't have is our Rotary application doesn't actually have ADA questions on it, and I think we're gonna add that. And that way, if there are folks with disabilities, they can put on there, that they have different things that they need, whether it's a ramp for a wheelchair, or they're hard of hearing, or they have difficulty with eyesight. We can have accommodations for them. So
Thank you.
all right. Next up, meet the member, Rachel Sutton. Floor is yours. Thanks for doing this. Appreciate it.
Hello. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Rachel Sutton. I currently serve as the Director of Individual and Major Gifts at Communities and Schools of Pennsylvania, which I'll refer to as CISPA from here on out because that's a mouthful. I am a Jersey girl. I'm originally from Northwest New Jersey, but I attended Messiah College. It was not Messiah University when I was there, but I decided to stay in the area after graduating because during my college years, I discovered there's a lot to love about the Capital Region here. My passion for nonprofit work was sparked in 2020 when I began a new role at United Way of the Greater Lehigh Valley and spent a few years commuting to and from Allentown. There, I supported 4 record-breaking annual campaigns for the organization, with the last one bringing in over $22 million.
Wow.
Seeing the impact that these funds had in the community was so inspiring to me, and it gave me the drive to want to become a Frontlines fundraiser. Now, as the Director of Individual Major Gifts at CISPA, my role allows me to connect with donors and help create opportunities for students in need. I believe that every child deserves access to education and resources to succeed, which is what CISPA is so well positioned to provide. As the leading dropout prevention organization, our ultimate goal is to help young people successfully learn, stay in school, and achieve in life. I joined the Rotary Club about 2 months ago to expand my network and connect with like-minded individuals who are passionate about making a tangible impact in the community, especially when it comes to education. I loved hearing support local students earlier. I admire Rotary's global reach and local impact, and I want to contribute my time to initiatives that make a difference. So I'm super excited to collaborate more with everybody, especially when it comes to education. Outside of work, you can find me on the soccer field, as Brian knows. I am always playing soccer. It hurts more than it used to, but it's still a great time. If you see me kind of limping around, it's because I played 4 games yesterday and I am super sore. Also a little raspy from yelling at my teammates. But thank you for listening and for the opportunity to share about myself and the wonderful organization that I work for. Lindsay, my colleague who's here today as a guest, we'd love to chat with you more about what CISPA does and just maybe even set up a time to connect outside of here. But thank you again. I am really excited to work together to create positive change through our Rotary Club. So cheers.
Thank you, Rachel. Appreciate it. Yeah, so if you guys want to do a meet the member or you guys do want to talk about something important, we love having folks come up here. So feel free to reach out to Carly and we will get your meet the member scheduled. Oh, can you click on the PowerPoint? Sorry, my bad. I moved off on my email. All right. And Shields, we will have Megan come on up and introduce the guest speaker today.
Good afternoon, everyone. On behalf of the Programs Committee, I am thrilled to introduce today's speaker, Ann Shields. Ann holds a bachelor's degree in accounting and master's of public administration from Penn State University, along with a teaching degree from Wilson College. Ann held a variety of leadership roles throughout her career, including positions at Highmark, Holy Spirit Hospital, Domestic Violence Services of Cumberland and Perry County, and the American Heart Association. For the past 3 years, she's been making an incredible impact as the development director for Make-A-Wish, Philadelphia, Delaware, and Susquehanna Valley, working passionately to bring joy to children and families in need. Outside of work, Ann is a proud mother of 2 grown children and is eagerly awaiting the arrival of her first grandchild. Please join me in giving a warm welcome to Ann Shields.
Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. Thank you for having me today. I always appreciate having some time to share the mission of Make-A-Wish with the community. So I really appreciate the time. And we have my PowerPoint ready to go. Thank you, Sean. And is it Brian? Tech group. Yeah, tech group. They're on it. So our mission is very simple, but very impactful. It's together we create life-changing wishes for children with critical illness. Oh, okay, and then just turn it to the right. Okay, and so when a wish comes true, it creates strength, hope, and transformation in a child. So we are a national chapter or a national organization, actually international, but we are our own 501c3. So as our chapter, we have our own 501c3, which means that money that we raise stays in the community where our chapter is located. It's an interesting concept. We're kind of plopped out of the Pennsylvania. The rest of Pennsylvania is the greater PA and Western Virginia chapter. but we are kind of a central region that's been plucked out, and we are the Philadelphia, Delaware, Susquehanna Valley chapter, which is also a mouthful. So all of Philadelphia, all the chapters in Philadelphia, and then Susquehanna, which is what I represent, is Lancaster, Lebanon, Cumberland, Perry, and Dauphin counties, and then the entire state of Delaware. So in our chapter, we were founded in 1986, and we have provided over 8,300 wishes since our time of inception. So we're very proud of that. So you may ask, why Make-A-Wish? Over the course of 4 decades, Make-A-Wish has earned its standing as the most trusted nonprofit locally across the 50 states. And the wishes we grant in partnership with children, families, and communities, and the donors who make the mission possible are just not fleeting gifts. It's just not the trip, the puppy, or who they get to meet. It's the life-changing impact felt by so many. Each wish granted locally, more than 8,300, as I said, is a pivotal experience during a wish child's medical journey, and it can often just not impact their health, but also their entire family, including their siblings. Often the siblings are impacted as much as the child in different ways. Their parents are out in the hospital. They're, kind of out of sight for the time during the critical illness. And there is a misnomer. Many people feel that Make-A-Wish is a last wish. It really is not. Most of our children go on to have wonderful lives and overcome their illnesses. And they often credit their wish experience with giving them the strength they needed to fight. I guess I missed this. So that's what I was just talking about. And this little boy up here, his name is Troy, and he is from Mechanicsburg. His wish was to go to Hawaii and see cerulean blue waters. His favorite crayon is cerulean blue. So he wanted to see the waters, and he learned how to surf, and he swam with sea turtles. And the wish was very, very impactful. He was very impactful for me because in our chapter, we have basically the program side and the development side, and I work on the development side, but I also volunteer as a wish granter, and he was my first wish that I met with. And he's just an amazing young man. He wrote a book and illustrated it called Chemo Dog, and it's on Amazon. You can buy it, and all the proceeds come to Make-A-Wish. So he also has a job offer from D&H. They said he has to finish college, he has to give back to the community, and I forget the other one, I think make above C grades, and then he has a job when he gets out of college. So he's just a remarkable boy. And Jennifer, Troy's mom, said Troy's wish was life-changing for him and for our family to put in the past the tough part of Troy's cancer journey. Troy talked and shared a lot during our week in Hawaii that we had no idea he was processing. Being in a totally different environment, away from home, away from the hospital, and our normal surroundings allowed him the time and space to put pieces back together and to begin healing emotionally. And I know one thing Troy was very proud of, he said, I did this. I got this wish, not my mom and dad, it was me. So he's very proud of that. And he really attributes his confidence, and his mother says he's a whole different child. So we're happy for Troy and proud of his experience. So we feel that a wish transcends the moment. It's all about the impact. The future of pediatric care is really just not only another drug or a surgical procedure. We feel it's about care for the whole child, mind, body, and spirit. And that can improve a child's odds of beating their illness. So we had done a study and we looked at physicians or medical providers, past wish kids and families, and found some wonderful statistics that are up here on the board. But 98% of medical providers felt that, I can't read this, I need my glasses. Families experienced traumatic stress as a result of their child's illness, and isolation and uncertainty can harm a child's emotional well-being. And really, children who are fighting this critical illness illness experience extreme emotional challenges, and the wish can provide them something to focus on, that it's not always the treatment or what's happening to them. They can think about their wish or plan it. That's something that we feel is very important. And 95% of Wish alumni said that their wish helped them overcome their fight through the illness. And on the very side, 94% of Wish parents saw their child's emotional well-being improve with the wish. So we feel those statistics kind of explain and collaborate our feelings on how important a wish is for a child. Wishes matter because they replace fear with confidence, sadness with joy, and anxiety with hope. And it really, truly empowers them to look to the days ahead and have hope for the future. So as I mentioned, the chapter at Make-A-Wish that I work for is Susquehanna Valley, Philadelphia, Delaware, Susquehanna Valley. And right here in Susquehanna Valley, we granted 73 wishes last year. Our fiscal year ends on August 31st. So this is a new number for us. It was 62 last year, and it's 73 this year. On average, there's about 75. I looked this morning, there was 74 wishes in the pipeline for our Susquehanna Valley that are waiting to be granted. And this is a rolling pipeline. You know, as the wishes come about, they go in the pipeline, and then once they're granted, they leave. So most of our, all of our wishes fall into different categories. We say there's about 5 different types of wishes. Wish to go, wish to be, wish to have, and wish to meet. So here are some just examples of some wish. Jabri wanted to be a superhero and give back to those experiencing homelessness, and he was in the Philadelphia area. And so that would be a wish to give. And then Lizzie wanted to go zip lining with her family in St. Thomas. So that would be a wish to go. And Deacon wanted a puppy, so that's a wish to have. And Calvin wanted to go to Disney World, so that's a wish to go. And I would say Disney World is about 60% of our wishes. Yeah, and it's really a great experience. It's nice for us because it's turnkey. We do them so often, but the kids just love it. And we work with another nonprofit, Give Kids the World, which is where they stay, their hotel down there. And many of them just love that as much as Disney. They have characters that tuck them in. They have ice cream all the time. They have their own lazy river, their own characters. So it's a place where they can go and be around kids like themselves. And they all get a little star that they get to put up. And they can always visit in the future and see their star. So it's very special. We love Disney Wishes. The families really have a wonderful time when they go. I don't have these on the board, but we just recently had a wish to meet. His name is Jackson, and he loved Mark Tremonti from Creed, if any of you know them. He's his favorite guitarist. So he wanted to go meet Creed and spend some time with Mark Tremonti, and he really had a great wish. I just talked to him last week. He came to one of our little mini golf events, and he got to play his guitar. Mark Tremonti spent an hour and a half with him behind stage before the concert. So he was just beaming and very, very excited. And his goal is to get the same type of guitar as Mark Tremonti. And then wish to be, we've had people that wanted to be a baker and be in a baking contest. We did that with 4th Street Cookies in Philadelphia. We've had kids that wanted to be a singer. I can yell.
Use that mic instead. I don't think it moves. Yeah, it's plugged in.
Want me to go over there?
Yeah, you can come on over there.
All right.
All right. Yeah, technical difficulties.
Okay. Can you hear me? Yeah, okay. So this is basically the wish journey. And we get referrals from anywhere. You can refer a neighbor, parents can refer their children, and any medical provider can refer. So basically, you just go to our website and you refer. And there's 3 criteria for a wish child. You have to have a critical illness. Critical illness is something that is life-changing. It doesn't, like I have to see, like I said before, be terminal, but things like maybe autism don't count, if they don't have another diagnosis with it. But we have one woman who was a wish mom herself, and she fields all the referrals and is really good at meeting with the providers and making sure it's a critical illness. And if not, that's always a hard conversation to have. We have other nonprofits that we can refer them to maybe help them in some other way. So it has to be a critical illness. Number 2, they have to be 2.5 to 18 years of age. And number 3, they can't have received a wish from another wish granting organization. So once they're approved, they go to our wish granters, which are volunteers. So that's something that I do, volunteering. Since I work on the development side, I like to be seeing what's happening with the kids in our area. So I volunteer as a wish granter. And as I mentioned, Troy was my first kid. But what we do is we meet with the child and really get to know them, what their favorite things to do are, who their favorite books, TVs, movie stars, those kinds of things. If they play sports or they like music. And then we really try to hone in on what would really be a unique and special gift to them. So we spend a lot of time doing that because we know it's really important to find the gift that will really be impactful for them, or the wish that will be really impactful for them. And then once we usually get 3 different priority of wishes, and then it goes to our program team, and then they work with them, do all the logistics. The child has their wish, and then they stay as an alumni, and they engage with us with their family going forward. So the ways you can get involved, if you're interested, you can talk to me after, or we can set up a separate meeting, but you can become a volunteer, like I mentioned, a wish granter, or maybe help at some of our events coming up. Make a monetary or an in-kind donation. Right now, AP Williams is helping us build a tree house for a child in this area. Make-A-Wish is really fully funded by donations. So we rely on our community to help us grant these wishes for our local children. Think outside the box, host an external fundraiser, all kinds of things, from car washes. We have dance studios that raise money, golf outings, those kinds of things. We're open to anything you're interested in. We have one event in the area that we really focus on to raise the funds for our wishes, and it's called Evening of Wishes. It's on Thursday, April 10th. This will be our 3rd annual, and it'll be at the Willows at Ashcombe Mansion. It's from 6 to 9 p.m. And what I love about that evening is we have all the local wish kids that we can get come, and they're there. You can talk to them about their wish experience. We usually have a wish child speak, or the parent, and these were the wish kids from not this past year, but the year before. So that's really exciting. If you're interested in any more information about that, I have a sponsorship brochure on the tables. I also have some Wish Kids stories. I think I have Troy's on there, and Ahmed, who was our 8,000th wish. He wanted to go and play and see the Philadelphia Union. So he had a whole day. He went to training with them the day before, and then he went to the game. He was on the field. So that story's on your table as well. And then some facts about Make-A-Wish and my cards. And feel free to take the pens and the pencils and any of the stickers you like. Let's see, what else do I have to say? I think that's really it. So other than that, I really thank you for having me today, and I'm here for any questions. If anybody has any questions, or yes.
Yeah, I've had 2 experiences with Make-A-Wish, and a very good friend of mine right now is in Hawaii with her son. They're going to be coming back soon, which I'm sure they're starting to dread already. But I was amazed that when he requested that wish.
Are you talking about Kenny?
No.
Okay.
Ezra?
Oh, Ez, yeah. Yeah, I met their family. They're wonderful. Mm-hmm.
But you came to the house and you made sure that it was his wish.
Yes.
Family's wish. It was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And my daughter had a Make-A-Wish many years ago that I don't want to remember, but it was a very strange request that you folks went out of your way to make that happen. And, you know, not only do I appreciate that, but she still talks about that 10 plus years down the line, how much that meant to her, and the strength that she draws from that.
Yeah.
So you know, your statistics are correct.
Yeah.
It really does help the families. It really does help the kid to develop, and it helps them to move on. So thank you for it.
Oh, you're welcome. Yeah, Inez has several brothers and sisters, and we sent like all 5 of them, and then the grandparents with them to help because there's 5 of them. So we really do try to, make it something special for the family and the siblings, and particularly for the child, like you said.
Tried to get into the entourage.
Good try, yeah. And I said Kenny by mistake. I meant Ezra, but Kenny is another Wish kid that I'd like to mention. He has been, is he on there? He might have been on there, but he wanted to meet Scooby-Doo. And then we had the actor strike, and then it was, is it Scooby-Doo the person, or is it Scooby-Doo the character? There's the movie, and then there's the caricatures. So that was not able to come true. So we were really struggling and wanted to find something else that would be really impactful for him. And so he recently just left. He loves Marvel. So he went to London and saw the filming of the Fantastic Fast. I forget the name of it. No, I don't think it is a Fantastic Four. It's a movie coming out in not till June. It's the newest Marvel movie. I forget what it's called. Yeah. So anyway, he went and he was on the set to film that movie. He also went to Harry Potter, and so he was very excited. We were really happy that we could find something special for him since we were struggling with the Scooby-Doo and getting to what he really likes. Yes.
Oh, no,
Oh,
thank you. My nephew, who still has cystic fibrosis, and he had really a bad case of it. At the age of 10, he wanted to go to Disney. He lived in California, but he wanted to go to Disney World in Florida. And so that took a little bit of negotiation, but they made that happen, and he also still talks about it.
Wonderful.
He's 40 years old now.
Oh, that's so
really,
wonderful.
for as bad a case as he has, it's absolutely a miracle.
And that brings up something else. We call it wish assist. So that wish would have originated in California at that chapter, but then the Florida chapter would have assisted with the wish. So we do, as I mentioned, we're a national organization. So lots of times we'll have like the Philadelphia Union and, some sports events that people want to come here. So, yeah.
I think you need all of us to be your spokespeople, but in 2006, one of my patients, actually, a young man who wanted to go to Disney World, and you guys made it happen for his family of 5, and the mom and dad. And unfortunately, he passed away recently, but I mean, it was a memorable time for all of them. That was like 2006.
Yeah.
So yeah, thank you.
Oh, thank you. And like I said, most of our kids go on to lead productive lives, but those that don't, it's still a very special time for that family that they can share together, before unfortunate life events happen. Yes.
Wonderful presentation.
Thank you.
Make-A-Wish is a phenomenal organization. Hey, can you just talk a little bit? You had said that I think people with autism not eligible, and I'm just wondering, people with, or children with mental health issues, is that fall in the same category?
Probably, yes. Unfortunately, however, there's often some other diagnosis that might qualify. I would say it's worth a try. Christina is our referral staff member who's very knowledgeable, and she works as best she can to get the wish qualified. But for instance, a lot of our kids have mental illness, severe mental illness. Shelby was a wish girl that just spoke at our Delaware event Thursday, and she also helped me out. She didn't get to come to Evening of Wishes because she was actually on her wish to Disney. But she is this young, vibrant, adorable girl. She's 8, and she has a YouTube channel, and she's just vivacious. And her mother shared with us that, she was thinking of suicide so many times. And it was eye-opening for me because this child is so dynamic and so outgoing. And she's like and subscribe, on her YouTube channel. And she's just so joyful. And to know that there was a time that she was really feeling like she just didn't want to exist any longer. And that's where we feel, we really are impactful. The wish is so impactful. It just gives them hope. It gives them, when she was going through all her treatments, they would talk about what they were going to do in Disney and when they were going and the countdown. And it gave her something else to focus on. And her mother said that's why they started the YouTube channel. While they were in there, they would do, like I watched one where she did, she was doing taste testing on lemonade and, just things to keep their mind off the many procedures and painful treatments that they get. Yes.
Oh, no.
Oh, I thought you were
No,
waving at me.
I did contact them because I know what ends is coming from. My son is in the autism spectrum, and
Mhm.
I started an organization, and I did contacted the Make-A-Wish, like the big foundation, and they don't do anything with autism or mental health
Mhm.
unless there is a secondary diagnosis that is
Right.
critical. So I did, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Mhm.
did reach out to Disney. I reached out to Disney themselves too, but.
Yeah.
Because I had two of my parents that they really wanted to go and they just,
Yeah.
We will make it work.
There's a camp, there's a camp.
I don't actually know them. Yeah. I mean, but because that's not what I do. But like I said, if you do reach out to Christina, she's the one that would know and she would maybe be able to find something suitable that could work with that child that would assist them when we can't.
I'm just wondering, when you have the celebrities that children want to see, is it just a matter of, you're knocking on whoever's door, or
Yeah.
you happen to have people who are on your team who are connected with the celebs? Like, how?
Yeah, that's a great question. I was wondering that myself when I first started, but that's the benefit of having the national organization. We once that happens, like say they want to meet, I don't know, one girl just met Ariana Grande. So then the Wish program manager goes to national and said, here's the wish, and then they get them connected with whomever. Now there are some celebrities that don't do wishes, so that's always hard, but many do.
We give a big round of applause. We're going to give you the 4-way test on this little class there. So, thank you. Last couple things. Thank you. Going the wrong way.
Final reminders. You can ignore the top one since we canceled that one. Our next Rotary luncheon meeting is November 11th, right? So it seems a little distant away, but that's because we have the service on a Mondays. So we're going to go visit Tony Mark over next Monday to do our service project, and then skip one, and then November 11th is Tom's Bar Veterans Program. And it is Veterans Day weekend, so totally applicable. Oh, yeah, Salvation Army. Do we have 2 service projects, looks like.
On November 4th.
November 4th. So it's here, service, Rotary luncheon meeting.
I didn't realize there wasn't another meeting in between. Yeah, Susquehanna Safe Harbor, we're going to help serve food for some of the men that are staying there.
Cool.
And we'll be able to have lunch with them.
So this is a great time for us to help out in the community, be good fellow Rotarians. Don't forget to clean up your lunch plates and cups. I think Carly may have gone around and helped out. And guest speakers and Rachel, stay after so we can take some photos for the social media pages. Thank you, guys.
Good job,